What's up, Audrey? You good? Here we go. Sorry, Audrey was just asking to be covered up. She's laying in bed and she wanted to cocoon. She makes this really weird little chirpy noise when she wants that. So hi. Hi. How's everybody doing? Thanks for coming to hang out with me. We're going to continue working on the teapot and the matching mug. And yeah, I think I've kind of got myself organized for today, but kind of. So we're going to start with this. All right, let's see. Let me scroll back and say hello. Hi, Cynthia. Hi, Patty. Hi, Christine. I'm happy you're here. Hi, Sharon. Hi, Kiati. Holly's here. Hi, Holly. Chaddison. Ash is here. Oh, yay. This is awesome. It's so good to see you guys. How you doing, Chaddison? I'm always going to call you that. So we are going to add some petals with some nice tiny dots up here. Trying to kind of tie these dots back in up here and see how this goes. Audrey's doing well. She is curled up on the bed underneath a blanket. I know, Holly. How you doing? It's so good to see you. Utopia's Secret, hello. Audrey's doing well. We didn't end up having to go to the vet. She was perfectly fine. Woke up the morning that we were supposed to go to the vet and she was perfectly fine. She'd been having the zoomies all night. She was really, really good. So no more pain anymore. We are going to make an appointment to go in and see the vet in a few weeks just to start talking about dealing with her allergies and her claws and the spot on her neck that she scratches off and kind of what the options are going forward. So, but when she was finally feeling better after having all of that pain, I number one didn't want to take an appointment because I know how overrun these vets are after trying to find an appointment. So I wanted to make sure that I wasn't taking up something that could be an emergency spot. But I also, I really did not want to put her through the stress of putting her in the cat carrier and then going for a 25-minute drive each way. Now that she was finally feeling better. So she's doing good now. She's definitely doing good now. She is back to her normal sassy self. Hi, Sophia. I'm doing good. Thank you for asking. All the hellos. Hey, Jan. Good to see you guys. Okay, so we are going to work on this mug. And while we do, I'm going to eat some chocolate. We'll see what we can accomplish today. What are you guys up to today? I think I want to start with purple. Do I? No, I think I want to start with teal. Teal is what I want to start with. So I'm looking for a size dot that I'm going to use for the center dot. I think I'm going to put it right about here. Yes. All right, let me see. Painted a mug and a coaster. Not a painter. What's a painter? Packing art. Nice. That's amazing. Did you have a successful auction, love? Oh, mini eggs. They're great. Oh, shoot. Sorry, Chattison. Thank you, love. It's good to see you. How have you been? That's awesome that you were able to do some painting, Sharon. Right? What's a painter, and why do I now suddenly just need to have one at all costs? All right, so we're going to do size 9. We're going to go right here. Okay. Sometimes when I'm trying to line things up, I will, how do I do this for the camera? So I'm looking straight down. Then I'm going to see if one is too far in or out that way. I find that really helps to be able to look down a straight line. Like this one's in a little bit too far, but that's okay. So that one's going to be better. And then I'm going to do one in here as well, and we'll do the half petal to go with it. So we'll do right there. Perfect. All right, so then we're going to start doing a bunch of rows of walking dots in the order of the rainbow. So teal, we're going backwards in the rainbow that I've set up. So teal, green, yellow, orange, pink is where we're going to end off. Oh, I'm glad you're doing good, Chattison, and I'm doing good, thank you. The painter was ugly, I tossed it. Such a shame. Hey, Jerry Lynn, how you doing, love? Yes, please have a few mini eggs for me. Best time of the year when the bulk barn has mini eggs, right? Oh, are you in Seattle right now, Jerry Lynn? You're okay, just working? I'm glad you're doing okay. Oh, thank you, love. This is my new favorite color combo. And this is actually a mug that is going to be a part of a set with a teapot and another mug. And I'll show you that right here. So we have the teapot and the mug, and then this is going to be the second mug that goes with it. Ah! Sorry. Dropped my sunglasses off my head, and I'm too concerned with eating chocolate not paying attention. Is that hard to be hearing about everything secondhand, or is it nice to be home and just kind of doing your thing? Or, well, they're not quite as good, Christine, but because they're cheaper and you can literally go in and just buy a huge bag of them. No, they're cheaper than buying like the big bag at Costco or anything, but I like them as much. I'm not super picky on my milk chocolate though. Thank you. It looks pretty, eh? I'm using Craft Smart Multi-Surface Metallics, and that teal is just so pretty. All right, so we're going to start some walking dots. Thank you, She. Oh, thank you so much. I'm so glad you like it. Hey, Cindy. How you doing, love? To anybody who's new to my lives, while I'm painting, I can't see the screen of my phone. So what I do is I paint for a little bit, and then I take a pause and come back and catch up on the comments. I scroll back to see what I've missed to try and catch up with everybody. So if it takes me a little bit to get to your comment or your question, please bear with me. Please know I'm not ignoring you. It'll just take me a little bit of time. But I just don't want you to think I was ignoring you. The mug stand that I'm using is made by our friend Jennifer at Hey Got Any Guapes. They are available in her Etsy store. And this thing saved my hands. I was having a lot of pain wearing wrist guards and the whole bit. And this stand, let me tell you, has changed my mug painting life. Oops. Oops. Not quite enough paint there. So once I finish this row of green, I'll come back to the comments and answer any questions that you may have. Happy Thursday. Happy almost end of the week. One more sleep, Patty. Woohoo! Oops. Not enough paint on there, for sure. All right. So now we are going to go to yellow. A yellow. Have your questions written down and all ready to go. Amazing. Okay, I'm going to scroll back and try and catch up here. Bear with me. Bought a stash of candy corn. Nice. Right? When you have that stuff in the house, there's just something about it being comforting. I like having some candy around. Hi, Dawn. How you doing? Your lives always make me want to dot. Yay! Do it. Do it. Feeling better from COVID. Still no taste or smell, though. I still don't have smell back. Been over a month. It's crazy. It's weird. Thanks, Jan. Thank you for the plug, Jan. I'm so excited for you, Patty. Doing okay, Dawn? That's good to hear. Thanks for coming to hang out. I've been looking forward to this morning. This morning has felt very full and very hectic. So this is lovely to sit with you guys and just slow down a minute. Today's just a busy day. Tomorrow I have absolutely nothing on the books except for painting, and I am so excited. I'm so excited for tomorrow. Oh, something happened here. I scratched it. So I'm going to take this swoop off after and I'll redo it. Let me scroll back real quick. Just because you can't smell yourself does not mean you should have a shower. That should not have a shower. I 100% agree. I feel gross if it's every other day. I much prefer to shower every single day. I find it wakes me up in the morning. Like if I had to jump out of bed and go to work, I would not be able to wake up without a shower. Oh, yeah, the resining of the keychain. It's crazy to me how it magnifies the color. And like as you're putting the resin on, you can just see everything get that little bit brighter. I'm so glad you liked that video. I've got another one that I'm going to post that shows adding resin after you've sanded the first layer, so putting a second layer on. And oh my god, you want to talk satisfying. It's incredibly satisfying. It's much easier than I expected it to be. And I think the outcome is just so worth all the trouble that it almost makes it, you know, I talk about when you're really enjoying something, it makes it easy to practice, right? So because it was so easy to work with and such an enjoyable process, it's easy to go back to it and get really comfortable with it, right? That being said, I've kind of gotten away from the keychains for a little bit here. I need to get back at them. End of this month, I've got a shipment of square and rectangular keychains coming in too, and I'm so friggin' excited to try them. But it's a really satisfying process. And of course, now everything that I'm doing, I immediately am thinking, should I be resining this? I wonder if I can use the UV resin. Like I'm painting a bunch of Christmas ornaments on wood and I'm like, oh, I should resin these. And then in the back of my head, I'm like, that would take so freaking long because they're too big to go under the lamp once. I don't even know if they'd go under. I think it would probably take like 12 or 13 rounds under the UV light to get them to cure. So it's definitely motivating to go out and get a larger lamp to do bigger stuff like that. I'm retired so I can smell if I want to do so. There you go. Own it. If I smell, I smell. It's my stuff to deal with. Hi, Sue. How you doing? Jenna resins all her ornaments. Yeah, I think that's really going to be dependent on having the bigger lamp, right? Because I just have the little dinky one that comes with the set, right? So it's tiny and it works great for keychains or would work great for jewelry or stuff like that, but not so great for the bigger stuff. So I think that is moving up the list pretty quickly. Because I think that would be super cool. And would give some weight to them too, right? There's something about an ornament that has that weight to it because you know it's not going to flip around all over the place. Sending you lots of love, Sue. How you making out? Hi, Heather. Okay. Here we go. If you're new to my lives, just know that while I'm painting, I can't see the phone screen. So what I will do is I will pause every once in a while to scroll back and catch up on any questions that I've missed. But while I'm painting, I can't see your questions. So just know that I'm not ignoring you and that I will take the time to scroll back later and make sure I haven't missed anything. So what's everybody been up to today? Was it a busy day? Quiet day? Good day, heavy day? I hope whatever you're getting up to today gives you a chance to have a little bit of fun or take a breath and have a bit of a break. If that's what this live is for you, then I am so happy that you're here and you're doing something so good for yourself. There is value of focusing your attention on things that make you happy. And if that's what my lives are for you, then that is the best thing I could ever hope for. I'm scrolling back. Oh, I'm so sorry you're still in so much pain, Sue. Sending you so much love. But I'm glad you're feeling a little better in yourself. That's good. Ilse Moolman. First time watching you. How do you stabilize the mug? Good question. So I have a stand. And welcome. It's lovely to meet you. My name is Jamie. And so this stand, my friend Jennifer, if you look at, Hey Got Any Guapes? She makes these and sells them in her Etsy shop. So it adjusts. I have a couple adjustments in here that I can make this neck longer, and it just stabilizes everything. So the big thing for me when I was doing my mugs is when I was painting, I would be holding the mug like this, right? And trying to hold it really still while my other hand is applying pressure, trying to move my hand out of that position. And I found it really hard on my wrists, to the point where I was wearing wrist braces and everything. And Jennifer, to the rescue, sent me this and said, this should help. And so then you can have different sizes of these little inserts depending on the size of the thing that you're painting. And so now it holds it nice and steady. So, I mean, I still put my hand here, but my hand is relaxed. It's not tense anymore. It's quite literally one of the best things that's ever happened. Hello, Asgupta. Hello. Sending you so much love, Sue. Bululu Studio, just a quiet day. Take some breaths on those quiet days, right? Appreciate the quiet days when we've got them. Working today, Christine? How's the day going? Going by fast enough? Hey, Barb. I took a bath, first one in a week. Yeah. Thank goodness for pools, eh? That makes a big difference. But it's so hard when you're dealing with everything that you're dealing with as far as the pain and everything like that, right? So you do what you got to do. And if that means bathing in the pool and swimming in the pool, then swim in the pool. Oh, thank you, Sharon, for answering that question. What's up, Barb? Cindy and her hubby finally got a chance to ride our e-bikes. Oh, cool. How was that? Was it fun? No flip-flops needed today. So if you look up Hey Got Any Guapes here on Instagram, there's a link to her Etsy store. Let's see if I can type it down here. I'm just going to turn my phone, sorry. I'm going to enter it into the comments. There we go. So if you go to Hey Got Any Guapes here on Instagram, there is a link to her Etsy store in her profile. And you can order it there. Hey, Sarah, how are you? Of course, not just picking along slowly. This is one of the best things I've ever had. This stabilizer is absolutely amazing. I don't know if I missed any comments from you lovely people, but my phone decided to close Instagram. Oh, that was nice of it. Yay, technology. Oh, thanks again, Sharon and Patty. I should have just scrolled a little farther before I went into that, shouldn't I? All right, so now we're going to go in with pink. And this one might be our last one. Love you, Sue. They're so fun. Oh, that's so amazing. Where'd you go? Like around the neighborhood? Did you go through the city? What did you do? Jinx snapped at Beast this morning. Oh, that's not good. Yeah, no wonder your nerves are on edge. Oh, I'm so sorry, Christine. It's so tense. Think good thoughts. We'll think good thoughts with you. Have they always kind of been at odds? Or is Beast newer to the family? That's got to be stressful. Because you're on edge all the time, right? You're watching. And especially because with dogs, you have to be paying such close attention. You can see it coming sometimes. If you're, they always say there's always something to let you know. I'm like, nothing I know how to see. But every once in a while, you get those little glimmers. And we're told this so much as dog owners that you can see it coming. If you're paying close enough attention, you can see it coming, just a subtle shift. And so you're just on guard all the time, right? That's so amazing, Cindy. I'm so, so glad that you had so much fun. I'm glad you're doing good, Sarah. I'm doing good, thank you. Very best chalk paint that you found is Deco Art Americana Decor Chalky. Ooh, really? Ooh. Do love me a matte finish. That's fun. I've wanted to try some of their decors because they've got some beautiful metallics too, eh? That is really good to know. Thanks, Jan. Just the neighborhood today. Oh my God, that's amazing. That sounds like so much fun. That's so awesome, Cindy. Right? Get out there and do stuff that's fun if you can. Yeah, I hope so, eh? Yeah, I wouldn't want to. That would be the whole point of having an e-bike. Managed to get back in the craft room today. Yay! That's wonderful, Sue. That's awesome. Are you having fun with it? Hi, Zolfa. Oh, I'm so glad, Cindy. Once you can start actually going out and see that you can get out and still do some things that you enjoy, you need that after you've been feeling awful for such a long time. You know, it's important. Send you a picture of the two things while they're still black that I painted. It's obvious how nice it is. Yay! Okay, I want to see. Hi, Iris. All right, I'm going to paint these walking dots. I apologize, Iris. I'm not able to translate in the comments on the lives. And sadly, the only language I speak is English. I'm so sorry. This is making me like this part of the design. Remember how I was conflicted with it was it last night? 2 nights ago? Whenever we hung out the first time this week. But I really like this now. But I don't know if I like it to be part of the set. So we're going to have to finish. After we're done this row of pink, I'm going to leave this one. And we are going to go move on to the teapot and start to work on the swoops on the handle. Or not on the handle, sorry, on the spout. Because they are going to mimic these ones a bit more. And these are kind of like the ones that are on the lid of the teapot. Unfortunately, when I'm off the steroids, will all come back again. They can get you settled down. They'll be able to get you settled down. They're not going to let you go off the steroids until things have calmed down. And I've got a way to treat it for you so that it's manageable. Definitely not a lifelong sentence with the steroids, though. You're doing good, Cindy. You just keep powering through. You're doing really good. And I'm really, really happy that you were able to have some fun with the e-bikes. That's good for the soul. Searching must be in Colorado. Gaelic 21, thank you so much. Right? It's getting better and better, isn't it? I think this was the trick. Hi, Janice. Sending you lots and lots of love, Cindy. Hugs right back to you. Okay, one more. And then I'm going to set this aside for a minute, and we'll compare it next to the teapot and the other mug. All right, so still have to do the handle for it, but let's just see how this looks. I think I kind of like it. I think I kind of like it now. I think it looks good now. And I kind of like having the two different mugs because the mugs are different than the teapot anyway. I think I really, really like that. I can't even imagine how difficult that is, Sue. I can't. Still no news on when I'll be seen again. Oh, I'm so sorry. If you get to a point where the pain level is unbearable, can you go to the hospital, like to the emergency room, and at least get some treatment for pain? Is that an option? Like I know that's not where you want to be, but if you had to, is that something that could be done? Thank you, Cindy. Aw, thanks, Cynthia. I wish I knew what else we could offer for help. I wish I knew what else I could offer you. I don't know why you're in trouble, Jan. I don't know. Okay, so I just stood up, which means I stood up for a reason. Right, okay. I assumed that meant I stood up for a reason. That's not true at all. I stand up for no reason all the time. Going to the ear because my pain was so unbearable, even with meds, is how you were referred to the neurosurgeon. Yeah. And just asking questions like, I don't know what the difference in the medical system and what options you have available to you too, Sue? I'm throwing stuff at the wall, and certainly not assuming that you haven't gone through every possible scenario in your head, but I'm hoping that we could just magically, stumble across something that might help you. Violence in the dot space. All right, so we're going to leave that one. I really like it. I think that with the teapot and that mug are going to be fantastic as a nice little set. So, still have to finish the teapot. So what still needs to be done on the teapot? Remove the stand here. So, I have to put something on the very top here. Right? Like I hope that's obvious that I have to do that. I'm not going to do like down the sides or anything. I'm not quite that ambitious. And then on here, See the tiny detail that we have there in between these ones, in the yellow, the green, and the teal? I need to do that on that side as well. I was lucky when I had back. It says, oh, sorry, I don't know what that is. My honorary uncle was a neurosurgeon. Oh wow, that is lucky. I'm on the maximum pain meds, and unfortunately, I'm allergic to any anti-inflammatory. I'm allergic to anti-inflammatories as well. I don't know, because sometimes they, even just to help you. Oh, I don't know. I don't even know. I don't know enough to speak intelligently on it, and you're the one living in it, so I don't want to. It's just so disappointing when you hear that people are in pain and they're having to live with it, and not having any help. It's where I feel very, very lucky. This morning, Mom was literally writhing in pain. We called the pharmacist and said any medications that she's on that are going to negatively interfere with cannabis. And the answer was absolutely not. Jump on it. She's been able to sleep this afternoon, and she was up all night, and she was calm, and she said my anxiety's better and everything. Like, it's crazy to me. It's crazy to me that more people can't have access to something, at least as another option. I sense some sarcasm happening in the comments. I'm so sorry, Sue. My worry is that I could move wrong and end up with something called Candy Equine Syndrome, and I can lose. Oh my God, Sue, that's terrifying. I hope they get into you soon. Is there anybody that you can call for an update, or is it kind of you have to wait until they call you kind of thing? Okay. So I'm just looking at the spout. Okay. All right. I know what I'm going to do. Okay. Sue, Asha has a lot of knowledge and has been able to help me with a lot of things for Mom and for Audrey, and when I was sick as well. It's completely up to you whether you want to talk that stuff through here on this forum or not, but advice from Asha has always been worth hearing for me. The Geos. Yeah, you really it's worth a shot. The worst thing that's going to happen is that it doesn't work for you. So try a few different things. You can get infused soda now. You can get absolutely anything. Popsicles, like, you don't have to be able to smoke it, right? My mom takes capsules. I'm not encouraging anybody to do it without learning what it could do for you and your symptoms and talking to somebody who knows a lot about it. I'm not trying to push anybody to do it. All I can share is the success that we've had with it, and it's been it's blown my mind every single time. Every single time it blows my mind. All right. I'm going to start by drawing a line. Yes, so much love. I'm lucky the doctor said he will. Oh, that's good. Oh, that's wonderful news then. Yeah, do it, Cindy. Give it a try. When you find a really good place, they're gonna. The sign of a good place is a place that says, "What do you need help with? You know, what are you looking to accomplish?" There you go. You'll be fine then. Totally fine. Well, and it'll work. Okay, so I'm going to. I just want to. Okay, I just wanted to draw a line there. Do you guys see it? It's really faint, but it's there. And how are we going to do this? We are going to we'll see how big we can make these swoops, see what we can do. Okay, so don't want to go super huge. So on this side, we're going to start with purple. And we're going to start right here. My goal is to come down like this. Down and down here to the blue. Like that. That's my goal. Let's see if I can do it. Kind of like that. What do you think? Yeah, kind of like that. Just going to add some more paint, smooth out that little moat in the middle. Got a couple bubbles to pop. All right, purple. Now we go to blue. Thanks, Cindy. That's a big one, eh, Cynthia? You need some flip-flops. So the paint that I'm using, Toka, I hope I'm saying this correctly. The paint that I'm using is multi-surface acrylic paint, and it can either be air cured or it can be baked on. So if you have a paint that can be baked to cure it, it will say so on your paint bottles. Hope that helps. Magnesium flakes. There you go. Yes, we used some spray. And it helped, Mom. Yeah, it's a big one. It's a big one. All right, let's keep going. We're going to go with swoop number 2 now. In the blue. Looks all right. Yeah. Oh, yeah, I like it. I like it, I like it, I like it. I like it, I like it, I like it. I like it. I like it. Teal. Yep. Let me just get... They're not regular acrylic paints. I don't know what brands of multi-surface acrylic paints, but what you want to do is when you buy your paints, look on the bottles and it will actually say that it is suitable for painting on ceramics or glass. Regular acrylics will not work. So it's multi-surface, glass, enamel, porcelain paints. Those are the ones that are specifically made for it. So you want to make sure that you look at your paint bottles and find some brands in your area that are suitable for painting on glass or ceramic. Either will work, and then those will come with baking instructions for you. Right? There's a new online business, Asha. Online consultations with the dotting community. Sweet kitties from hell. Oh my god, Jan, are you alright? The swoops always look perfect. I'm still struggling. A lot of it's dumb luck, and it's gonna get really old to hear, I know, and I'm sorry. Practice. Practice, 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 practice. The thing you have to remember is, I am doing this sometimes 8 to 10 hours a day, right? So it's not going to take me as much time because I'm getting way more hours of practice in just because of the sheer fact that it's my job, right? So give yourself some time and patience and just keep practicing. What I did when I wanted to learn swoops, I said, I don't care if I learn anything else. This is the only thing I want to master right now. Everything else can go by the wayside. So just try and really jump in with both feet and say, I want to become an expert on swoops, right? And then you'll get to a point where you're like, yep, I'm happy with these. I still have, every once in a while, I have times where I'm like, I really want to figure out how I can take what I know to another level and do something different, but I haven't quite gotten there yet, So, so I don't practice as often because I'm in a comfortable spot right now, right? Does that make sense? Swoop, there it is. Oh, thanks, Barb. Thanks, Jan, for answering that question. The doctors will chase the surgical team. Good. Chase, chase, chase. I've seen patients suffering post-spinal surgery with unbearable pain. I've gotten them back to being pain-free by using a magnesium cream enhanced with MSM. There you go. Yes. I have to run and step aside for a minute, you guys. There's a delivery coming to the door. I'll be right back, okay? I'll try not to be too long. I was wrong. It's not a delivery. My mom's talking to my dad. All right. Ooh. Where's my dumb luck? I wish I knew where it came from. If I can ever find the source, I will let you know. I tell students all the time that your skill level will always improve when paying your bills depends on it. Exactly. Yeah. Or I want to buy stuff from creators who make perfect swoops. That too. That too. All right. Let's go to green. I'm happy. I am happy. Oh, I think I need a little extra paint on there. I am really happy with how this is coming together. I didn't get to go and do my sanding today. I was going to sand the tables because I have to do another coat of resin on the tables that I did last year. But my super is going to let me use his workshop so that I'm not sanding epoxy resin in my apartment, which is wonderful. And we were going to do that today, and I was going to get to use my new hand sander. I was so excited to finally film a video for Tracy and say, look, I'm using it. But that's probably going to wait till next week. I want a delivery too. Wouldn't that be nice? I like presents. I know I need practice. It's like picking on you. You're so sweet. You're so cute. Because I can't have a warm bath. Oh no. I'm so sorry, Sue. You must be so exhausted. What about the cream that Asha mentioned? Yellow, now we go to orange, and then pink. And then on the other side, we're going to take the rainbow in the other color. We're going to start with pink and work our way to purple. Oh, I really like this. This is making me really happy. And then I'll turn this to the side in a minute so we can see. How this ended up. So, looking at the side of the teapot. Oh, I like it. I think that looks good. A foot soak, it'll do the same. There you go. I'm happy with that. And then just like on this mug, I've got the dots of the different colors going up that way. I'll have that going up through the middle. But now we are going to try the other side and start with pink. And let's see if this goes as well. I find that when you can pick an end point of where you want the end of your swoop to go and kind of imagine a path, maybe that's another thing, is trying to kind of draw the path, especially if you're holding your hand in a different direction. Like those ones were the easiest ones for me to do. I have a harder time doing the ones that go in the other direction. So help yourself out by drawing some guidelines of where you want this stuff to go. Like I want this to come down like that to around there. So if I'm just going to make this line very, very thin. And now I'm going to load on lots of paint. So I'm going to start here. My other option would be to wait and do this after the other side dried. I'm also trying really hard to anchor my hand and not move my fingers. If I'm trying to move the tool with my fingers as opposed to just turning my hand, I find that I don't get a nice smooth pull. Does that make sense? So let me show you what I mean. Hang on one sec. I got a couple rough edges to clear up here. So when you're doing a swoop, you want to anchor your hand, okay? You don't want to rely on your fingers. Oh, maybe this one's a delivery. MSM powder. What's MSM powder, Asha? I'm going to be right back, you guys. Sorry, I'm back. Okay. Now we go orange. Okay, so I was going to show you what I meant. What can I show you on? Let me just show you on the surface here. And I'll do it with the chalk marker because then it won't matter what happens. I anchor my hand here. I treat my hand like a compass. I place this down. I move my whole hand. I don't go here and try to do it with my fingers because I don't get as smooth of a curve. Whereas if I can hold my hand and move my entire hand, see how much smoother that is? I just started painting. I'm sure you have. There's no way that you're painting and not improving as you go. No way. So when I'm doing swoops, think of it that way. When I'm holding the tool, right, I'm not using my fingers so much to do this as I am making sure I'm turning on that pivot. Okay? Does that make sense? The hard part when you're painting is that you don't always have a good anchor point, right? And that's when it gets really, really tough. For me, that's what I find. All right, so let's come back up here. That acts as a vehicle to carry the magnesium to the cells. Where would you get that powder? Would be from like a health store, like a supplement store, do you think? Or maybe have to Google it and order it on Amazon, I'm not sure. All right. So this is really precarious, right? Because I am resting it on the table on its handle. And now there we go. Okay with that. Grab the yellow. Awesome. Okay, thanks, Asha. So at a health food, like supplement store, something like that, you can get MSM powder. Good to know. Thank you. Thank you, Cindy. Okay. Oop. That didn't feel good. All right, on to green. size and then before we switch the tool size. Ah, awesome. There's even one you can screenshot, Sue. Thank you, Asha. I hope that the doctors chasing them will help, Sue. I hope you hear something really, really soon. We'll have all kinds of good vibes soaking in here for you. That one's a little bit thick, but that's all right. Blue natural supplement. That's wonderful too, right? Nice to not be adding more chemicals. And if it can help give some people relief. I had them climb down a little too fast on that side, but I don't think it matters. I think we're still good. That's all right. There we go. So there's that side. And now we are going to start with this one. Size 7 in purple. We're going to finish this off. I'll get the rest of that off when it's dry. So we are going to start here with a 7. Nope, that's way too low. Way too low. Next, we're going to go up to an 8. Okay. Nope, it's not centered. Crap. And we try again. I was holding it the wrong way, so I need to hold it like this. All right, let's try again. That's flat. Here we go. Right there. Stay there. Thank you. All right, now we go to blue. We'll go to a 6. Actually, we'll go to a 7. Sorry, I'm really focused on getting this done, you guys. I'll be right back. Okay. I thought for a second there I put my hand in paint. That was close. There we go. What do we think? So all that's left now is the little detail on the side. What do we think? Okay, I'm scrolling back. I want to catch up here. Caffeine and Cuss Words, hi. How are you? Afternoon is going well. I'm super sucked into these the teapot and the mugs. I've got the handle to do on the one mug, and then I've got some detail work to do on the teapot, and then the whole set will be done. We've got mug number 1, teapot, and mug number 2. So mug number 2 needs a handle. Beauty Secret just now revealed all models take 1 teaspoon of MSM daily and a glass of orange juice. Oh, nice. Help with the skin. Is it okay with chronic asthma and with morphine? Thanks, Patty. Oh, thank you, Christine. Thank you, Caffeine and Cuss Words. Oh, thank you, Cynthia. Perfect for all kinds of respiratory issues, also sinuses, congestion. That's incredible. Thank you, Cindy. Hi, Ann. When did you sneak in here? I think that looks pretty good. All right, so I'm going to let the teapot dry, but we can do the handle on this one. And this one is going to be different, have a different handle too. What do we want to do? I'm going to open up all the paints and figure out what direction I want to go with this. Actually, I'm going to tie in the same kind of handle, actually, because the first mug and the teapot all have the same kind of little bows on their handles. So there's the little teapot bows, and then I have the same kind of bows on the other mug. So I think I will do that. I'm going to stick with the same, so at least the handles are all the same. I'm going to be live for about another 20 minutes, you guys. Tomorrow night at 8 o'clock, I'll be live on TikTok, 8 p.m. And I don't know what we're going to work on tomorrow. I'm going to have to think on that one. I feel like there's a project that I'm neglecting. Maybe we'll work on some keychains, because I have a couple other designs I want to do on keychains. Maybe that's what we'll work on. I'd like to make some more paw print keychains. So maybe that's what we'll do. Red, orange, yellow, green, teal, blue, violet. So green is the middle. Let me see if I can zoom you in here. Oh, I'm sorry I missed you, Anne. Thank you, Asha. I'm really happy with them. Really, really happy with them. The teapot and the mugs are going to be up for auction in September. So let's do teal. So stay tuned for those dates. I will put them up soon. Beginning of September, I will be announcing all of that stuff. There's going to be a bunch of stuff happening in September. I turn 46 this September, and I've decided to fill this month with lots and lots and lots of fun stuff. I'm going to do some 6-hour-long marathon lives. I'm going in the first week, so the week of the 4th. Ooh, is that thunder I hear? It's sunny outside, and I think I hear thunder. Anyways, we're going to do a couple 6-hour marathon lives. We're going to have a giveaway. If you're a member of the Mandala Addicts Facebook group, We're going to be starting a monthly challenge in September, a giveaway on my Facebook page, the lives, the auction. I'm going to be having a whole ton of new patterns come out. And then we're going to do some Paint With Me classes at the end of the month. It's going to be fun. I'm excited. Oh, we'll miss you, Sharon. Have you had a good time to take a little bit of a breath at home? Oh, thanks, Anne. I think the auction's going to be fun, Cynthia. I'm really excited. I should show you the calendar. Let me finish the handle and I'll show you the calendar for September. And it's not all going to stay where it is because I forgot that I'm also teaching a workshop for an online Tumblr convention. And that's, of course, happening in September, too. So, but I'll show you kind of what it looks like. It's kind of crazy. All right, last two swoops with the pinks. There we go. And now we go in with a size 8. And ding. Yay! So now I just need to sign them all, do the detail on the teapot, and then we are good to go. Hi, Fatima. Thank you so much. Oh, I'm glad, Sharon. I've been trying to paint a mandala of what the pain would look like, but finding it difficult to get color ideas. There's always the temptation to release negative energy through your art, and there's definitely no reason not to if it feels good. If you're doing it, in my mind, my theory has always been if you're doing it because you are trying to make something happen, it's not it's not always going to come out the way that you want it to, right? If you're hoping that I'm going to release some of this pain into a painting and then have some catharsis or some potential reduction in pain, it's always possible. Always possible. But it's really going to depend on what you actually believe in your heart, right? Do you believe that something like that is going to work? And if you do, go for it head on. But the best part of this art form, in my opinion anyway, is that it has such an ability to heal and to allow us to focus on something mundane and enjoyable at the same time. Maybe the fact that you don't have any colors coming to mind is your signal to do a grayscale. Maybe it's that instead of expressing pain into the painting, like I always kind of think of it too, am I going to want to look at this emotion over and over again after I've painted it in a painting, or am I going to want it out of my house? Or am I going to do something ceremonial and like set it on fire to help release that negative? There's so many different things you kind of want to have that kind of intention in there, and it can be incredibly cleansing, but it can also be something that you can say, you know what, every single minute of every single day, this pain is getting my attention because it's demanding it. If there's even a shot that I can take my attention away from the pain because it doesn't deserve my attention, I don't want to give it my attention. If there's something on this planet that can allow me to be a little just focused on something different, even for just a little while, and just focusing on that thing feels good. Does that make sense? I hope that's not overstepping. My son turns 28 on the 17th. No way. Mine is on the 18th. That's lovely. September babies. I always draw something on a piece of paper, whether it's the word pain or a black heart, whatever it is, I go outside and burn it. Yes. Yeah. The idea of I totally understand wanting to release that energy, and it needs to go somewhere. But if you're trying to paint a painting that you're going to spend hours and hours trying to harness creativity from something that heavy, you might want to do it just for the sake of doing it to see how it feels. You might want to say, you know what, this pain gets enough of my attention. It doesn't deserve to be immortalized in a painting. It's totally up to you. You have to kind of go through that. Thinking of setting it on fire. Hamza, silently exhale with hem and inhale sa. So breathe in. Excellent meditation, Asha. Thank you for sharing that. And I totally get it. That would feel incredibly cathartic. If that's going to be the case, make it a small mandala. Make it something quick that you're not going to spend hours and hours and hours on. That's my only suggestion. Releasing it is incredibly, incredibly important, for sure. And I like where you're going with that. I would just hate to see you focusing and trying to connect with the energy of pain if you don't have to. Okay. My older twin sisters will be 50 on September 20th. I like to tease them and say that my sisters are 100 years old. Oh my God, that's amazing. Yes. Yeah. And a release of energy is so incredibly important. Yeah. Writing it down, setting it on fire, saying things. One of the things that I do in the shower every single day is I say, thank you, water, for clearing all dense energy from this space in my body. And even just imagining that that's true and visualizing the water going around and getting rid of all of the little spots that need attention, right? Only needs enough attention. But I totally understand where you're going with that, and I understand the temptation to do that. And again, do what feels best for you 100% of the time. That would just be my only caution of spending more time with that energy if you don't actually have to. Right? I always liked this art form because it was a distraction from all of the other things. It was the one thing that I was able to do, that I was able to somehow feel like my mind was quieter. And I think that's valuable, whether it's pain or not. Then I would need Drano because my drain would be clogged. Right? There'd be so many things burning in the kitchen all the time. Why is there an eternal flame in your kitchen? Because I got a lot of shit to burn up and let go. Fatima, so I paint dot mandalas. So there's different things. There's pointillism, which is the art of dots. So dot mandalas fall under pointillism. Then there is dot painting. Dot mandalas is a form of dot painting, but dot painting would also include, when you see images with random dots all over a varying color to fill in pieces. Anything made with dots would be dot painting. So there's a few different names for it. I typically stay in the dot mandala section of things, and kind of go from there. I think I've always thought of myself as a mandala artist that just happens to really love the method of dot painting. I've never thought of myself as a dot artist that likes mandalas. I don't know if that makes sense or not. I'm going to grab the calendar. We've only got a few minutes left. I'm going to sign off here in about 10 minutes, but I'll show you the calendar. Just to give you a little... I look at it and it's ridiculous. We ready? And remember, it's not up to date yet. So there we go. There's the calendar. So, giveaway birthday month challenge starts. The giveaway is going to start over here. Just a post. We're going to do a first marathon. Giveaway is going to end. Second marathon. Patterns. Auction is going to start on the Friday and on the Saturday night. Patterns, start talking about the classes. Get ready for those. We're going to do some classes here and some classes here. And then we've got the end of the Facebook challenge. Like, crazy. I normally get peace from painting. It calmed my mind, but the pain being as bad as it is, my mind seems to say focus on the pain, not the calm I can normally get. So that might be something that you want to try, a new pattern or a new technique. So working on that purple pattern, I think, is a really good idea for you, when you can see something that you can almost see the ending. And you can visualize the ending. Like, I'm gonna follow this design of Jamie's, and I'm going to create something similar to this in the end. It's an ending you can look forward to, and that can be the focus, and try to just sit in with that. What you listen to can be really helpful as well. And I cannot pretend to speak from experience from where you are, Sue. I do not mean to invalidate you in any sort of way. I really, really want to help you if we can. If there's any little nugget that we can share with you that could help. But also, I also understand what it feels like to have people constantly throwing advice at you. You know, we've all been there. You know, sometimes the advice is really, really helpful. Other times the advice is, I just need it all to stop for a while. I need to stop thinking about it. And the more I talk about it, then the more I think about it. And then the more I think about it, the more I talk about it. You know, so we are here to support you in whatever way that can be, right? Oh, I don't know that I can repeat that. I don't even really know what I said. I'm so sorry. I will be posting the live after. You can go and fast forward to the ending. I think it's just, it's really just a matter of making sure that you take care of yourself. Focus on the ending. Focus on a project that just really gets you interested. And if your painting isn't doing that, that usually tells me that it's not the right project. It's not what I actually want to be doing. Sometimes what I want to be doing is scrolling through Pinterest and getting ideas. And quite often when I do that, or scrolling through Instagram, I'll see something and I'll go, ooh, I got an idea. And then you jump on it. Try to only paint when you can feel that kind of energy, and then your mind will quiet down for you. Does that help? I hope it helps. Hamsa and breath work with sound will automatically channel positive, negative energies. Meditation is a massive, massive help in more things that I ever wanted to admit. And even now, I'm not super set in my practice, but it has helped me with the most peace that I've ever felt. And it's helped me learn how to redirect my focus, you know, and I'm still not good at it. Some days I'm really good at it, and some days I super suck at it. But if you can follow that feeling of, I'm looking through something and I see a color scheme and I just go, oh God, that's pretty. That could be something. I wonder if I could paint something in that. Anything come to mind? Nah, nothing yet. Okay, let's look at something else. And just keep, it might be that you need to spend some time in discovery mode, right? In discovery mode, looking at other things and seeing what you can get inspired by. And only moving forward. Doesn't matter if you've got a half-finished project, you can put it aside, you can go back to it. Giving yourself permission to do what you want to do, whether the last thing is finished or not, right? Focus on that for a little bit. If you've got 3 half-finished projects sitting in front of you and you go, which one do I want to paint? And the little voice in your head goes, none. Blech. Don't do it. What do I want to paint? I don't know. Okay, well, let's get some ideas. Do I know that I want to sit and paint? Yes, I really want to sit and paint. Okay, so I know I want to sit and paint. So now what I need to do is get some inspiration of what to paint. So where can I go for that? Where are my favorite places to go? If I go to Instagram, am I going to get taken down any other wormholes? That's one of the reasons why I like Pinterest so much, right? Because I could say I'm going to go scroll TikTok for half an hour to get some ideas, and that's not going to be a good use of my time when I'm trying to get work done. Instagram would be the next best, but try and just kind of pay attention to those little, ooh, And that's when you jump in and do some of that painting and follow those ideas. You will find that your mind will have a much easier time of taking focus away from the pain and putting it on that when it's something that gives you that ooh kind of thing, right? You can paint silently focusing on your breath. Yes. You'll find that you looking at the timing when you're dotting, right? When you're dotting, and you can time it with everything as you go. That can be incredibly meditative too. And that rhythmic part of it is also very comforting, right? That repetition, that rhythm. Yes, paint silently doing that. Find the things that make you happy. Find the things that, like, it's one of the big reasons why I listen to so much damn Jason Mraz. Because I have a really hard time listening to his music and not feeling better in some way. Doesn't always happen. But when it doesn't happen, when I go to turn on his music and it doesn't immediately make me happy, then I know I've got some shit to clean up in my energy. Because that doesn't make any logical sense to me that should happen, right? So look for those things that just bring you that kind of happiness. And it's hard to find. Sometimes they can be hard to find if you're not comfortable going in and looking for those sorts of things. It can be a little difficult, right? All right, you guys, I'm going to sign off for today. I've got lots of work to do to get ready for this upcoming month. I've got spreadsheets and schedules and all kinds of stuff done, but I am so thrilled that we got this part of the teapot done. So the only part of the teapot that is left to be done is I need to sign it, and I need to put the little detail dots that you see in here in between the purple, pink, and blue. I will be putting on this side as well, and then the teapot will be finito, and I will sign it. And then this mug just needs to be signed, and I'm really happy with how it turned out. Thank you guys. Love you too. Iranians people love teapots with these designs and colors. It's fun to have fun looking teapots, right? And have lots of beauty there. I think that's wonderful. Wonderful. The more color and happiness and things that you can look at that just bring you some joy, the better. And that's the other thing, Sue. Just fill your craft room with all kinds of stuff, right? All kinds of stuff that just makes you happy. Just fill that room with your favorite things. So every time you go in there, you're just surrounded by all the stuff that you love so much. And know that we love you, and that we're here to support you. For everybody who is here, thank you for being so authentic and kind and loving to each other. Hi, Cara, how you doing? It's the one that's going to go with the teapot. Thank you so much for coming to hang out with me. I love you guys. Patty, sending you lots of good vibes for tomorrow. And I'll see those of you who are able to join me on TikTok tomorrow night at 8 p.m. I will be there for another live. I love you guys. Take care of yourselves, please. We'll see you soon. Bye.